Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Williams is back in the building with the final thought for today's show. Again, I urge everybody to understand this about this show. This is like a social experiment. We are not here to answer all your questions, but we are here to rattle your cage, to wake you up, to get you to go out, research. You've heard something, you've been inspired, you picked up something. Go research. Because as I tell my son, relationship is a spiritually reflective school. You never graduate from this school, though. You're always learning, you're always evolving, you're always growing. And the feedback, just like in neuro-linguistic programming, NLP states that whatever feedback you get, if it's negative, it's because of your ability to communicate your feelings, right? And how you build rapport is to change your communicative style, right? Might be incompatible with your partner. So you go, oh, I'm having conflict with this woman and I'm not getting an understanding from her. So let me try another approach. So as clinicians and psychiatrists and relationship specialists will say, it is the relationships that have flexible belief systems that are the most high functioning. The relationships with inflexible belief systems are the lowest functioning relationships, and they create conflict. If you want a good relationship, you got to have a toolbox full of conflict resolution tools. That is the #1 prerequisite for successful relationships, conflict resolution ability. And guess what? That doesn't mean your relationship's always going to work. That doesn't mean the tools are always going to work. See, here's a couple of tools. Sharpening your listening skills. We all know that, right? Listening is probably more important than actually speaking. And I mean active listening, connected empathetically, not only just listening with your mind, but listening with your heart, right? As Dr. G says, heartfelt or heart-centered listening, right? You have to listen from that space in order to understand where they are at that time. Doesn't mean you're always going to be able to do it either. Sometimes your partner has to recognize when you're incapable of listening from a heart-centered space, and that's when they're supposed to back off. Sometimes, no, it's about what I want, right? So, listening skills. The next step, approaching the conflict in relationship as a team. The only way to do that is to be accountable for what you bring to the conflict, right? Bringing to the conflict's creation. We have to socialize women to think in a different way. Conflict isn't something that just happens to you. It is also something that happens because of you. You are a co-creator in the conflict you're experiencing. We've been socialized to be responsible in that way. Anything that comes your way, you are responsible for, and you're responsible for cleaning it up. That's how I raise my sons. That's how you raise your boy. That's how we raise our kids. I tell my son now. So I'm not saying women are responsible for all violence in relationship, and I'm not saying that the numbers are staggering in terms of men being violent towards women. But what I'm saying is women have more power than they think, and I think they marginalize their power when they automatically position themselves as the victim, right? Solange was not a victim in that goddamn elevator. She wasn't. But we laughed that off as if, oh, he's supposed to take that. I'm trying to tell you right now, women are in a renaissance period, and they need to understand that they got to change faulty, limiting beliefs about their relationships, or they'll continue to experience that which they don't want to. But it takes accountability.